Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's car is a Mazda CX-30. So we have here one owner from new vehicle. It's got around about 36,000 miles and this is looking resplendent in the salt red crystal pearlescent metallic. So this is the GT Sport trim level. You'll note with the GT Sport the bright silver alloys, which are 18 inch, with a privacy glass for the rear windows and the tailgate. We come round to the back with rear parking sensors, front parking sensors, and of course the rear camera system, which lives just tucked up under here, roughly there. So we'll show you when we get back into the vehicle. We'll put the camera on and show you what's going on. It's in quite lovely condition, this particular car. No marks or scuffs, alloys are pristine. Really nice for a 3-year-old vehicle. Or just over, in fact. The front, of course, high beam function headlamps, which are automatic, so up the beam when you're driving along and there's no detectable cars or bright lights ahead of you. With front parking sensors as well, and of course the GT Sport grille with its signature chrome wing, looking really quite nice. So a full lap of the car, so no marks or scuffs. Car's got keyless entry, dynamic indicators which power fold into the vehicle when you lock and unlock. And the last thing of note, as we come back to the back of the car, we have a power tailgate. So I touched this with hand on button, but you could equally use the key fob, and there's also an internal button inside. So once you're in the boot, which is a rather nice size, but also a double storage area with more storage below. And below that you'll find you have the subwoofer for the audio system, which has got 12 BOSE speakers. That's going to sound really good when playing through digital radio or your Bluetooth streaming, and of course Apple and Android, which we'll show you when we jump up front. So we have a 40-60 split, fully removable parcel shelf, and an optional, well not optional, but standard to the car. I'm just going to manoeuvre this, as this now has an ability to fold and become a load divider. Sorry for the jerky camera work. Here we go. So much wobbling of camera, but effectively you've got a divider. You can split wet and dry stuff, or just stop stuff rolling around left to right. So we'll put that back down. Nice and easy to use. So once you're ready to power down, press the button here, and away it goes. So coming to the back of the car, it's a leather seat interior, which is sort of a dark brown and black, brown on the base and the backrest of the seat. Seats also encompass the ISOFIX system for child seats to be securely mounted into the car chassis. We've also got a pull-out armrest with more drink storage, and it's 3 3-point belts, so there's room for 5. Coming across, you have the same contrast brown with stitch running through the door cards, both left and right. Coming in, we'll also got keyless entry, little button there to touch. Now power in. So as we enter the driver's door, all your controls are grouped neatly on the driver's door armrest there. Also got a BOSE speaker proudly displayed just where the speaker grill is there. Coming in, we have fully electric driver's seat, and again that can be memory stored for 2 different positions, 2 different drivers, and it will effectively link the mirrors as well as the driving seat. The wheel itself is a manually adjustable but reach and brake adjustable, so again you should be able to find the ideal driving position. But a nice leather heated seat at that. So let's hop on inside. Once you're inside CX-30, as you'll have the key with you, you can activate the keyless start, which is just foot on brake in this instance. Press start once, that will power up the car, and it will expose that the middle dial of 3 is a digital display. The other 2 are analog, more conventional, and this display here can be configured. We'll also have a head-up display, so from the box there it projects this information here, so 0 for your actual speed and 30 for the road speed when you leave the forecourt here. So bring that back. Coming down with automatic lights, so they're already on, they default to on. You can override of course. We have automatic wipers, just needs to be knocked down 1 notch, An orange light glows and it's ready to sense rain, and that will speed up as the rain gets heavier. Coming across, a leather bound 3-spoke steering wheel with chrome detailing, which goes into the spokes too, complements other parts of the car like the air vents and the chrome strip running through the dash. But you've also got media functions on this side, so you can change the audio, mute the stereo, change your different sound sources, which we'll come to shortly. Further in, we've got Bluetooth telephone preparation and an info button. So the info button will control the digital display here. So it will show things like key information around fuel consumption, tripometer, etc. Then it brings up the lane departure. So the car's got inbuilt lane departure. If you were to drift over the lines, the car would nudge you back into lane like this. Coming across to the right hand steering wheel spoke, you'll also note we've got things to do with a speed limiter and cruise control, which is adaptive. So by activating the adaptive function on the screen, you can then use this button here and start to add anything up to 2 seconds gap between you and the vehicle in front. You can knock it back to half a second at the least, and what it will do is it will maintain that gap in any condition, including braking the car to a complete halt. So really useful for urban work, driving through town, and also useful on motorway speeds. So a simple push of the info button will establish back to the original digital speedometer. We also have paddles, which is a minus and a plus, to manually take control of the 6-speed automatic, which lives here. You can also bring it back into drive, push across and actually push and pull, maybe motor racing styly. There is a mode just for the car to be sportier. By pushing forwards, this will raise the shift point where the car revs to, so it'll rev a lot higher, and it'll be more inclined to drop multiple gears to give you the acceleration that you need. So, sport function, really nice. As we're in the gearbox and we're in reverse, it'll bring up the digital display with the reversing camera. You'll also notice there are front and rear sensors. As we're neither near a rear car in front of us or back behind us, it won't activate till within a metre, and then it will beep you down to around about 30 centimetres with a constant tone to tell you you've reached the maximum for the beepings. Coming down, climate control, which is digital. It's also able to be split between the two left and right side of the cabin. If the driver takes control, they will take control by hitting sync, and it will do as per the driver prefers. We've also got heated seats for driver and passenger, and lastly, a little bit hidden there, heated steering wheel rim. So this will warm up, and in this time of year, a really nice feature to have in your car, as is the 3 different stages of heat. So, climate control, tick. We have storage for drinks. We have more storage for gubbins just at the front here. And that actually has an accompanying coin tray just living around here. Loads of storage in each pocket, all designed for bottles, moulded for bottles. Coming down, more storage in the large box area underneath the armrests. It'll also show you that there's another USB input and a 12-volt supply, which predominantly is used for the tyre foam inflation kit, which is within the boot of the vehicle in lieu of a spare wheel. Coming down, the multimedia display here, controller rather, has some quick access buttons, things like navigation. Just give it a tap, and it will bring it up on the display there. So that's going to give you Mazda's mapping. Now our car here is capable of Apple and Android connectivity using CarPlay. So effectively it's cable operated. Once you're plugged in, it will bring the mapping from your phone. So you can use Google Maps or Waze effectively. Plus you'll be able to have direct access to streaming music services on top of the already standardized into the vehicle, the digital radio, the FM and the AM brands. So if you haven't got a compatible iPhone or an Android, then you can still Bluetooth link and stream music in that fashion. So when I press the menu button, if you go into entertainment, this will then give you various options. Now it will give you all the sources the car can connect to, including a smartphone. So they are cable operated, they're not wireless. So once you're plugged into USB 1, it will spring into life on a compatible phone. We also have just normal music options, which is your digital radio player, and of course it can be Bluetooth paired, so that's through communication here. So all the bits you'd ever want in the car. The car itself has got self-dimming rear view mirror, which is frameless. A nice unmarked, clean and tidy rest of the vehicle. The headlining is unmarked, there's no horrible smells, no dog hair. It's been well treated. The seat has no sort of rips or tears on it. Absolutely out the box, even with original CX-30 mats still in the vehicle. Coming back out of the vehicle at this stage, just to finalise this. So as I leave the car, this is our 2021 model year, one owner, CX-30, 2 litre, SKYACTIV G, GT Sport trim, automatic. What a mouthful. We are able to take part exchanges, of course. We would like to see a vehicle, but we can do over the phone appraisal subject to viewing, and of course we can fund the purchase using our dealer services. So don't hesitate, pick up the phone, come and see this lovely example of a CX-30.